any comments or anything you guys want to talk about that you guys got?
It kind of proved a lot of like impossible stuff to prove with anything else. There's a lot of rhyme.
I noticed in the
There's an H.
well, okay. Yeah, so it's RHYM.
It doesn't. It's fine.
Okay, so I noticed that how each stanza is kind of like detailed about how much the speaker is willing to handle for whomever the speaker is talking about, like how much they love that person and what they would go through.
Past tense, yeah.
I think who he's talking to is a child, because it says a purveying for the nursery. And then in lines 1 and 2, now touch the air softly, step gently, 1, 2. I think that's when the baby's learning to walk.
Yeah, I thought it was about a baby too.
I noticed that the poem is very structured and all the stanzas like first it says I'll love you to I'll love you like oh and then touch the air I'll love you to touch the air softly.
So repetitive.
It's not only repetitive but like let's say the first 5 or 6 lines of each stanza. There's like the impossible part that he's trying to prove, so it's very structured.
It's not, I don't think it's impossible, it's just unrealistic things that will never,
third stanza,
overall never happen.
sitting on a
Say
sofa
almost like
watching
unimaginable.
Metaphors.
Not just unrealistic. I mean, because there's impossible, and then there's just things that are just ridiculous. Not saying that his love is ridiculous, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
The things he's saying he's trying to, that will happen, it's just not
It's like saying,
gonna happen.
I'll love you, I'll stop loving you when my head turns into a pear. Like, that's unrealistic, you know?
Yeah.
It's just things that don't really make sense.
The speaker uses, he continuously uses the word till, and I feel like that's kind of talking about how the speaker is making sacrifices, commitment, and showing his limits.
Yeah,
I think till also connects to time, for how long he loves the person.
You know, 6 months of the time.
However, it's ever and ever.
Yeah, and that's also
And as you're saying, over time, it's kind of.
What does that mean to you?
within the moment, living with, the speaker's living within the moment.
I feel like it's kind of like a loving, gentle, and like understanding tone.
I just see it, I don't think it's more of like.
And the tone is innocent,
Maybe pure.
since the love is for a child.
She's 90 about to die. It says variations on being 30.
I feel in stanza 2 when he says, "I'll love you till windows are all of a room, and the table is laid and the table is bare, and the ceiling reposes on the bottomless air." I feel like, okay, since I feel like he's talking about a baby. The speaker's talking about a baby. I feel the speaker's gonna love his or her child even when they're in a situation where they're vulnerable. Because when he says, "and the table is bare on bottomless air," when they have no one else.
Yeah, when they have
Kind of like no food, nothing, no matter
Yeah,
what the
like-
condition is.
They'll still love
like a
them.
vow.
Yeah.
The part where it says, "We will dust the gray mountains and the blue sky," I feel like it's being very positive that they're gonna gather a lot of things. They're gonna have so much memories. It's just so much because it just feels like it's not
Yeah, like women are more concerned about
dust
their aging cars.
and blue sky. Blue sky, it's a lot, like it's a big thing.
Right. Has kind of like no limit.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yep. Do you guys have anything else to share?
Well, I just said like he kind of writes a poem as if it were like a vow, probably.
I don't think it matters.
It's a pregnancy metaphor, the first one.
Dedication.
I start on the
In stanza 3, when he says, "I'll love you till," or when the speaker says, "I'll love you till heaven rips the stars from his coat, and the moon rows away in a glass-bottom boat, with nothing left." The speaker could see right through.
happening, you're moving along, you're adapting to things happening like that, and the speaker is slowing down. And in my opinion, it's not that important if it's a boy, if it's a man or a woman. I think the concept is still the same, because a man is still about the equal.
I feel like there's like a lot of determination in this poem because the speaker continuously uses "I'll love you till," "I'll love you till," "I'll love you till." Like the speaker is determined
No matter what the circumstances.
to provide love for whoever they're speaking about.
Determined to love her.
Yeah, determination.
Also, stanza 1, line.
Alright. Laurie and Cassandra, last comment, and you guys can start. Cassandra? When Megan's done, you can start. Okay? Where?
I mean, stanza 2, line 2, swing gently the broom, and then there's the last stanza, and swing the broom high. I think that shows growth of love.
I felt like that was, since I felt like the speaker was talking about a baby, when he said, "and swing the broom high," I feel like that excel in everything you do. Don't hold back.
So I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought about the poem. Okay, so I read about this, and this poem is often used as like in weddings, and I thought this poem was about like loving to unconditionally, like a love that is uncomparable to any other love. So I feel like in the first stanza, when he says, "Now touch the air softly, step gently," when the speaker's talking about his loved one, and she's kind of scared to go into this relationship with him. So he's kind of guiding her, "Step gently with me, 1, 2 will go together." And in lines 2 through 4, he's saying things that are unimaginable, as he sort of maybe unbelievable, which could signify his deep love and like an understanding that only someone who's so in love like him could understand that. Because he talks about roses being robin's egg blue. When we think of roses, we don't often think of them as being blue. We kind of think of them as being red. And lemons are orange. Lemons are usually like yellow, not orange. And lavender's red. When is lavender going to be red? It's sort of impossible and unimaginable, which could be some sort of metaphor for his love towards her. Now in stanza 2, when he says, "Swing gently the broom," the speaker, I feel like the speaker is talking about caressing his lover, or because he's gently, like the air, it's soft. And in line 2, it says, "I'll love you to window or all of the moon." So this is open / transparent. Love is a love that is easily foreseen, and I believe he's saying that he'll love her until everyone can see it. And in lines 3 and 4, he talks about the table being laid and the table being bare. And in this specific moment, I believe that the table signifies the girl, or the speaker's lover. And I feel like this is a moment of maybe intimacy, because she's laid and she's bare. And the ceiling, she could be looking up at something. And on bottomless air, which could mean endless. which could mean endless. So she may be feeling like lost in the moment.
I didn't read that at all, but now you're saying, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Or like the chapter in How to Read Literature Like a Professor.
Yeah.
The sex one.
Yeah. So in the third stanza in line 1, if we'll see, I'll love you till heaven rips the stars from his coat. Even if heaven could rip each individual star off, how many stars are there in the universe? Like, you guys know? Billions.
This is a, sorry.
They're yeah, there's like, even if
Very
they're like rip
R-rated
them off.
poem. I'll love you till heaven rips the stars from his coat, and the moon rows away a glass-bottom boat, and Orion steps down like a diver below. The earth is ablaze, an ocean aglow.
I
Sorry.
didn't see that at all.
Do you see it now? I didn't either, but she said it.
Baby, I didn't know.
I thought it was about a baby too.
Yeah, so then
About making a baby.
So then in line 1 he says that even if you could, it's infinite. Like, you can't reach each individual star. And in line 2, I believe that she is glass. I don't know. Like, and usually with the moon, you think of night. You think of, for me, like, night would be equal to darkness. So then she's able to take that away. She's able to go away with that. And then in lines 3 and 4, Orion is portrayed as a prideful man. So this is him willing to step down. It's him willing to step down and kind of putting his pride aside. And then in the last stanza, we see, so tell me there, softly, gently. So I feel like in this line, it's not so sexual. It's more kind of him, like him thinking that they're unstoppable. They're able to create the gray mountains and see the blue sky, meaning that as long as he's with her, they're able to do things that he wouldn't be able to do by himself. And if you notice, in stanzas 1 to 3, he's like, I'll love you, but in stanza 4, he starts talking about we. So it's sort of a commitment now. He's thinking about loving us. And I'll love you as long as the furrow of the plow. To furrow the plow means that it deals with vegetation, so I feel like that's a growth. So he says, as long as I'll love you as long as you grow with me, and however is ever and ever is now, which is for me that means time. So that's what I got from this.